Good morning, everybody. This is such an exciting time of the year for me. It's, you work all year, you get your garden going, you start getting your harvest, and next thing you know, it's canning time. Woohoo! New to my channel, I grew a ton of garlic this year, and I was in the grocery store the other day. 5 ounces of minced garlic, $3.99. I think that's a little too high, so I'm mincing my own garlic and I'm going to can it. So when I need some minced garlic and I'm just too lazy to cut it up, I'm going to have it in my pantry ready to use. Let's get started. Okay, I have already started the process. This is my minced garlic. Came out beautifully. And then I have my Ninja. Love my Ninja. So I have a big massive bowl of garlic, and what I'm doing is putting the whole cloves into the Ninja, and then this is my bowl of garlic. It looks dirty, but it's not. It's just what came off the garlic. So I'm just putting a couple handfuls in there and put the cover on. So, it's so simple. I don't know why I haven't done this years ago, but I'm doing it today. Oh my God, the garlic. Let me wash it off. Alrighty, so all you do is pulse. Oh, hold your ears, guys. It's going to get a little loud. Just pulse it. So you have it where you want it. That looks like where I want it. Some of this I might have minced a little too much, or I had too much garlic, and I would just suggest a couple handfuls so it doesn't get too minced, but that's beautiful. That's perfect right there. Love it. I am so excited about doing this. I wasn't sure if we could do it and how to do it, so I looked it up, and I'm like, well, if they can it and they get it in the store, we have to be able to do it too, right? That's my theory. I'm going to have a lot of minced garlic, but I'm going to drain this water out and get the rest of the garlic out, and I will be back. Hold on, I'll be right back. Just a second. Sometimes I just make myself laugh. I said, oh, that water's not dirty where the garlic was. The water was dirty, but I'm rinsing it off. Yeah, see, that's what dropped on the bottom. So I'm rinsing it off. I just wanted to let you know that, so you don't think bad things. Now that I've clarified it, let's continue. The garlic is all minced and it looks fantastic. I'm so happy with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in a baggie, a Ziploc, and let it get cool. You don't have to do that, but I've got some other things to do today, and I will be canning this tomorrow. So, oh, a little skin there, right there. We will be back. It'll be tomorrow, and you won't even know I was gone. See ya. Don't forget to stay with me. Good morning, everyone. I hope you had a good sleep last night. So we are back in the kitchen, and we're going to can some minced garlic. So let me show you what you're going to need. You're going to need some salt. You're going to need some olive oil. Let's start that over. These are some of the things you're going to need. Salt, real lemon juice, olive oil, your funnel, your spatula, your magnet, and your gripper. And what I'm doing is parboiling the garlic for 10 minutes. I have the jars in the canner, sterilizing. I have the lids in the pan, warming up. The next thing I'm going to do is get some vinegar, so when the garlic is ready, I can just clean the rims of the jars with some vinegar. Now, make sure, even if they're brand new out of the box like mine are, make sure, I like to pour some vinegar right into the pan, to the canner. Make sure your jars aren't cracked. I've gotten them out of the box before and didn't notice there was a crack on it until I started filling it up. So make sure that there's no cracks. It's very important to get a good seal that way. And who wants a broken glass? Ugh. All right, I'm gonna be right back and I'll tell you what to do. Alrighty, in this bowl we have 1.5 teaspoons of citric acid, which is the lemon juice, 2 teaspoons of olive oil, and 2 teaspoons of coarse sea salt. You really can use any salt you want. Some salt is going to be saltier than others. So I'm going to mix this around. You're going to want to use 1 cup of the water from the garlic, from the boiling garlic over here. Okay, so now it's boiled. What you do is bring it to a boil, and then you let it sit for 10 minutes in that hot water. And then you're going to drain that garlic and save the water. Don't throw the water out. It's part of the recipe. Okay. Oh, there's the timer. Perfect timing. Okay, so let's drain this. And we're going to get our cup out of there after we drain it. I'll be right back. I think it's important to say that this recipe is for 2 pounds of fresh garlic. And I know I have way more than 2 pounds, so I will probably be adding some more oil, lemon juice, and salt. I have my 1 cup of the garlic water in here, and strained it through the strainer. And I have another strainer straining. So I'm going to mix that up. Now remember, garlic is low acid. It must be pressure canned this way. And you want to make sure that you add your lemon juice, salt, and your olive oil to it. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more. A measuring spoon. So it's 1.5 teaspoons of citric acid. because I'm going to fill this up. And I'm going to put another cup of the water in there too. So, let's do that, 1.5. Now, a lot of articles I read show that sometimes the minced garlic loses its flavor, the pungency, and once it's canned. I don't know, I just know what I got in the store. 2 teaspoons of garlic oil. Wipe that out. And then 2 teaspoons of coarse ground salt. Again, we're using the Redmond because it's got all the goodies in there. This is a 1/2 teaspoon because I used my other one for the oil. So we're going to put 4 of these in. And that will be 2 teaspoons. Alright. And the only other thing I need is another cup of the garlic water and some more garlic. So let's go over here to the sink. There's the garlic. I'm just draining it into a bowl. We'll set that up there. Let's get the ladle. The ladle makes everything easier. 1 cup. Alright, we're gonna bring that over here. I'm so excited to make this recipe, y'all. So tired of spending $5 on a tiny jar of minced garlic. So why not make your own? That's perfect. The flavor is perfect. Let me tell you, it's pretty strong. So, I'm gonna finish draining the rest of the garlic, and I will bring you back and show you the next steps. Oh, before I leave. Okay, one important thing, you're gonna cook this. We're at 1,000 feet sea level, so we're gonna do 10 pounds of pressure for 35 minutes. Yeah, 35 minutes. We're gonna add 5 more minutes to it. For 1/2 pints, I have 1/2 pints, so just wanted to let you know that. Now I'll be right back. Okay, as soon as you get your garlic ready, get your jars out or have them already laid out, and put them on your cloth. Make sure you have a cloth down. You don't want the cold countertop hitting the hot jars. And you can have your funnel ready right there. These are nice and warm. Yeah, they're warm. So, this is so exciting for me. I've wanted to do this for so long. And it's my first time, so be gentle on me, okay? Be gentle. I'm sensitive. Alright, we're gonna start. Oh, forget it. We'll just lay them all out there. We're just gonna do it all. You want to leave a 1/2 inch head space. Finger tight. Don't put the clamp down on it. Make sure you get a awesome seal. Alright, we got all the jars out of there. We have our 3 quarts of water in our canner. We've got our reserve water and our lids. Let's do it, y'all. Oh, guys, I've got all 12 half pints in here. Like I said, I am going to pressure can them for 35 minutes. And we're going to go ahead and get the lid on. Let's set you down, because it's gonna, for me, it's a two-handed process. Yeah. You will see on your canner, there's an arrow on the lid, right there, and there's an arrow here. You want to line that up, and it'll lock into place. So many people, like myself, have been intimidated by using a pressure canner. To me, it's no different than water bath canning. You just, well, there's a little difference. You have to watch the pressure. I have my 10-pound weight, and there's a pressure gauge right here. So when that pressure builds up, there's a pressure button here. If it's down, you don't have pressure. When it pops up, it's on. Then you can start your countdown to your canning. In the meantime, while I've turned the heat up, right? We're on a 9, or no, a 6. And this is gonna start spouting out steam. You're gonna let that steam shoot up for 10 minutes. Then you're going to put your weight on it, okay? Sorry about that. And then your gauge will go up. We want 10 pounds, so we're going right there. Now, if it's 11 or 12, you can make slight adjustments in your heat. Don't go from 6 to 2. Do it in increments, because that's a big pressure drop, and you don't want that when you're canning. Just do it gradually, okay? So I'll bring you back, and I've got a lot more to can, which that's awesome for me. I'm so happy about that. We'll be back later. All right, there's our steam right there. We're gonna set the timer for 10 minutes, and then we're gonna put our weight. We're gonna put our weight on there. 10 pounds for our area, could be more. Some people just do 20 and call it a day. But because I've never done this before, I'm going to follow the directions. So the countdown is on, my alarm is set. Now, when you're heating your lids with the rubber ring on it, please don't boil them. You just want them warm, and that helps them create that seal. Another thing I read is sometimes after the garlic is canned, it will change colors. No worries. Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's all right. I'm trying to clean up while I talk to you. It's not working very well. Sorry. Anyway, yeah. Just don't worry about it if it's a different color. It's just part of the makeup of the garlic. What's in the garlic. I don't know all the technical terms, but you could read up and follow it and see what they say. It's pretty interesting. And I'm just a farm girl canning here, and I really don't need all that information. It was interesting to find it out. So my next batch are going to be pints. I have some more half pints. I'm still toying with it because I only have 3. And this is, this is how much garlic I have left. I can get this spoon out of my way. That's how much garlic. So I'm thinking I'm gonna need more than 3 half pints. So I'll play with it when it's time to make that decision and see what I'm gonna do for sure. Alrighty, our 10 minutes are up. The weight goes on, and now we're gonna watch this pressure. Remember, that's gonna jiggle a little bit. It's okay. When it's down, we don't have the pressure. When it's up, the pressure is on, and then we start our countdown. 35 minutes. Up, just went up. 35 minutes. When it gets to 10 pounds, we start counting. Okay, so I started at 6, and I've slowly reduced it to 4. I know on my canner, I have to go way down here between 1 and low. Because, well, maybe because I'm on a glass top. And, maybe not all glass tops. Look. There's such a debate going on with it. The glass tops, you can pressure can on. Now, you should check with your manufacturer and make sure you have one of those glass top stoves. In our house in Texas, I did not pressure can on it because I didn't know how to pressure can. Everything was water bath. If I couldn't water bath it, it didn't get canned. But now that I've learned, and I know a little bit better, I don't know everything. I got a long way to go, man. I don't think I'll ever know everything. Will you? Anyway, I've learned that yes, you can. Now, the one thing is they don't recommend you double stack on a glass top. I don't know why. I've never tried it because I read that you shouldn't do that. So, I don't do that. We're almost to 10 pounds. We're so close. So here's where I'm gonna come in. I'm actually at 3. I'm gonna lower it to 2. Okay, we're just gonna keep doing that. When it hits 10, it's gonna go down here. Down here. Okay. All right, I'll bring you back. I love canning. I love canning so much. Alrighty, we are just before the 10 pounds, and knowing my canner and my stove, I'm going to go ahead and I'm gonna hit the start button. Oh, wrong one. 35 minutes. I have 12 half pints in there. And we're gonna push go. We're gonna take that one off. And we will see you back here in 35 minutes. One thing I really want to stress is before you put your lid on, check your vent, make sure there's no obstructions. Check your pressure valve, make sure it's screwed on good. I had one unscrewed during canning, and I had to start it all over again. I wasn't that far into it, thankfully. But make sure you check all that. Make sure your O-ring, your rubber ring, is oiled with some, I just use olive oil. You can use any oil you want. It doesn't take much. But just make sure so when you turn it, it doesn't get cinched. And when you're doing the garlic, you can use any olive oil. You can use vegetable oil, olive oil, grapeseed oil, whatever oil you want to use. It's not specific to olive oil. So just want to give you those tips, and we will see you in a little bit. 35 minutes. Okay, I changed my mind. I wanted to wait till we got to the 10 pound. We're there. I've turned this down just a little bit so it'll hold on my 10 pounds. Now, you don't have to babysit it every 2 minutes or stand by it. Just come back to it every 10 minutes or so. 5-10 minutes, I would recommend. And make sure your pressure's within range where it needs to be. And you will be just fine. I am so excited about having this minced garlic. I cannot even begin to tell you. This is very, very exciting. I wish you could smell it. It smells like garlic in here. Time is up. So my pressure went to 12 pounds. I had to play with it a lot. Not a lot, but I'd play with it. So we've got it turned down. Now, what we're gonna do is time's up. Turn the burner off. And when all the pressure has gone down, the valve will drop. Then it will be safe for you to take your weight off and go ahead and open the canner. I usually give it, even after the valve's gone down, I give it an extra 5-10 minutes, and I would recommend that you follow that practice. Okay, it's almost time. Takes about 5-10 minutes for that valve to go down, then another 5 to 10 minutes to open it. Everything sounds good in there though. The pressure is down to 0. The valve is still up. Anytime now, that valve is going to drop. So let's just wait for it. Oops. We're just gonna wait for it. So we get the shot, right? It's definitely at 0. But it's not time to remove your weight or touch it until that valve goes down. You can hear the jars bubbling inside. Some people talked about, there we go. Now I'm gonna count at least 5 minutes, and then I will take the weight off and remove the lid and put the jars over here. I had some leftover garlic and juice, and I'm making turkey meatballs tonight. I thought that would be so delicious in with the meatballs, so I'm gonna mix that in. Not all the juice, but I'll mix that garlic in. I have 2 pints, just keeping warm in the water I had my lids in. I don't want to put cold jars back into the canner. I have 2 pints, so I have a choice. I can either can those for 45 minutes or at 10 pounds of pressure as well, or I can gift one to our friends and put one in the freezer or refrigerator. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do yet. But I'm gonna wait my 5 minutes. While I'm waiting, I'm processing my lettuce seeds that have dried. and getting them bagged up, and my cilantro. We'll be back in 5. Okay, took that off the weight. We're gonna open this slowly. And when you lift it up, lift it away from you. So the steam goes away. It is extremely hot. You do not want that in your face. Now, I've seen on a couple posts that their garlic turned purple or green or brown, and I'm not sure what it's gonna be. Looks good to me. Looks very good to me. Beautiful. Don't tip your jars, y'all. I know a lot of people have a bad habit of tipping their jars to get the water off the top. But trust me, those jars are so hot, the water's gonna evaporate on its own. And that way you don't risk violating the seal it's created. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, I already heard one pop. That's a beautiful thing right there. Oh yeah. Golly, that looks good. Ooh, 3 pops. 3 out of 12 in there. Sealing in the 5. Just make sure they're tight. 6 pops. This one looks like it already sealed. 7 pops. Here we go. That looks amazing. It is a little darker, but we don't care. We're okay with that. It's okay. This is the original color, and that's the canned color. But it doesn't change the flavor. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to refrigerate this, and then we have some friends that we're going to give this other jar to so they can enjoy it. That's what's going on. I hope you've enjoyed the canning garlic, minced garlic. It's the first time I ever did it. I'm super happy with it, and I hope you'll give it a try. You know, make sure you use your salt and your little bit of oil and your lemon juice. It has to have that in there. So, that's all I've got. Y'all be blessed and love well. Bye now.